Good morning and welcome back to another Westys Angling. You're joining me and Papa West today down here in the beautiful Yarrow Valley Country Park, and today we're fishing Burkacre Big Lodge. Now we thought we'd get here early today, and I don't mean early in the day, I mean early in the season, because there's a chance that they're actually going to be draining Burkacre Lodge to do some repairs on it this year. And if you watch the last session that we did here, it's been fishing really well. Now, it could be a little bit early in the season for what we've come down here for today. We've ideally come down here to target some specimen bream and tench. Now, it's around this time of year, late February, that the tench and bream tend to switch onto the feed. So hopefully, with a bit of luck, we've timed it right and we'll get a couple of fish today, but who knows? You've got to be in it to win it. We're going to give it a good go. We're going to be fishing the double method feeders. We're in the swim that we fished last time. We've set up a little bit of a cosy area here with two brollies, because obviously it is a park lake, so we're going to get dog walkers walking past. We're going to get nosy people watching in and seeing what we're talking about, seeing what we're filming. But that's just the nature of the beast. Dad's already had one fish. It definitely wasn't a specimen bream, but I will put the clip in after this intro. So as I've said, fishing double method feeders on my baits and just testing a couple of new bits and pieces out. So we'll see how we get on today. Hopefully we manage something, but it's going to be a nice chilled session down here in an absolutely beautiful place. Great for wildlife, Burkacre and Yarrow Valley Country Park. So it's just a nice day to sit out. If you want to visit here, it is on a Wigan card, and people do tell me that you can potentially still get day tickets here as well. But take that with a pinch of salt. I'm not 100%. I'm just going off what people have told me, that the bailiffs do take day tickets. So there we go. Let's get into the video. Let's see if we manage to get any nice bream and tench on the bank today. It can usually take a couple of hours to switch on, so I'm going to go through the setup and bits and pieces and stuff like that with you, like I always do, in case you wanted to try this yourself at home. Let's get into the video, folks. I hope he's in straight away. Look, you got the contrast pellets.
Yeah, so I've got.
And a very battered looking sweet candy.
That's the Bream.
You nearly ripped your rod off the rest.
Yeah, I know.
As you can see, it's literally just coming light. And he's had his first fish. Well, you've saved the blank at least, Dad.
Well,
But if the small ones are on the feed,
yeah.
the bigger ones will be. And is that on a sweet corn wafter? There we go. There's a sweet corn wafter, 7x8mm.
Yeah.
First fish coming back. So he's fishing sweet corn on this rod, pineapple wafter on the other. Not quite the specimen bream that we've come out for today, Dad, but if they're feeding, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So it's quite a tight swim here with the trees above us, so I've opted for the Coram Opportunist Extend rods, my usual method feeder fishing rods, and we're going to be fishing them on vital arms. So I need to get them set up. I've got those reels there loaded with 8-pound line. Don't ask what the reels are, because I'm not going to tell you, because the reels that I'm testing for my own tackle brand, and I'm going to be testing a few different kinds until I'm happy with them. So that's what the reels are. I've just got here, right, I'm getting myself set up and he's telling me where I can and can't fish. I'm the star of the show, Dad. I'll fish wherever I choose to fish, and you'll go around me. Dear me. Yeah. I'm providing the baits, therefore I can fish where I want to fish.
You provided the permits.
Yeah, but it's free to fish here now. It is with our Wigan cards.
Well, yeah. You cheeky pup.
So I'm just getting these tied up because I had my Opportunist set up for the pike session I did the other day. So I'm just putting a couple of new method feeders on here. Just going with a green 35-gram banjo. I'll put a link for everything that I'm using today in the description for you. I'm just using a couple of nice tight fitting quick change inserts there. Hook lengths, obviously I've got pre-tied up. These are actually my own hooks that I'm trialing. tied up with my own method feeder bait bands there, and they're tied on to 9-pound Guru N-gauge. Now some of you might be thinking, well, you're fishing with 8-pound main line, but the Daiwa sensor main line is thicker than these, so these will break first. They're a very low diameter Guru N-gauge, and the hook lengths will always break before the main line does. If we happen to hook a monster, there are some big carp in here, obviously some big tench, but I'm more than confident, because it's reasonably snag free in front of us, that I don't think we would lose a fish if we hook one, because we've got plenty of room to play the fish. But there we go, that's that setup. Method feeder, quick change insert. Now a few of you ask me how I tie on the quick change insert. Really simple. I just use a figure of 8 loop knot there, and these inserts just literally pull over that knot, and in event of a breakage that would just pull over there. So figure of 8 loop knot is the strongest way to tie on an insert like this, obviously through the little eye in the quick change bead there, and then we've got our hook length. So hook length, again, if you're not sure on how to tie these up, I'll put a link in the description for you, but we've got a figure of 8 loop knot making the loop there for the quick change. I've got a size 12 hook which will balance my 7x8mm wafters perfectly. Dad's got a Bream on there by the looks of it. And then we've got a little bit of shrink tubing, and then a reasonably long hair, and then a 3x5mm. The Bream done you, Dad? He's been done by a Bream. And a 3x5mm extra strong Olympian tackle bait band there. But there we go, that's the setup. That's both rods done. Let's get some bait mixed. Yeah, I think it probably was, Dad, with the way it took it. Me and my dad like this peg here because obviously we're nice and out of the way, and obviously with this being a park lake, you do get a lot of dog walkers and people going past and traffic, even on a weekday like it is today. So we can sit down here. We've made ourselves a bit of a shelter here with a couple of brollies, so it's nice and private. Oh. Right folks, let's get some bait mixed. What have we got with us today? What goodies have we got? So I think I'm going to be going with my new toffee orange pellets, because I want them to match my new toffee orange wafters here, which are a lovely orange colour, and these will be great for bream and tench. Now the other wafters that I'm going to be using are my sweet corn wafters, which are a very light orangey yellow colour. So I've got those, and I've also got some of my Olympian baits, Ambrosia liquid. It's a very fruity, ester rich smell, and this has got ambutric acid in it as well. So there we go. Dad's not smelt this yet, but he's not got a very good smell on him, so
No, I haven't.
but it is strong. But you shouldn't be able to really pinpoint the flavour. It is a mix of fruits. What's coming through for you? You won't make a very good wine taster, would you, Dad?
Blackberry sort of.
It's not got blackberry in it,
Yeah,
so
I know it hasn't, but pear droppy as well.
not got pear drop in it.
No. Very fruity sort
Yeah,
of
it's fruit.
smell.
So banana, it's got banana, it's got plum. Might be the plum that you're smelling, and it's got pineapple as well, and vanilla. So I think the vanilla sort of mellows it down a bit, and it blends them flavours together. So there we go. So that's the liquid that I'm going to be putting on top of the method feeder. And we've got, this feels like a product launch video, folks. Look, I'm not bothered if you go and buy these things or not. Honestly, I'm really not. But for those of you that want to support the channel, the options there. We've got a WestysAngling pellet wetter, which I've been waiting for these for a long time. Brand new, there's the packaging. But we've got our pellet wetter tray there, and let's pour some pellets in. So I'm going to do, there's about half a bag there of toffee orange. That should do us for the day. What I intend to do is cast out a few times in quick succession. You see that bream roll over there? Yeah. I'm going to cast out a few times in quick succession, start building up that bed of bait, because what bream tend to do is they'll move on to beds of bait like that. That's what I've found anyway with bream. So that's my plan. Whether it goes that way or not is another story. So we're going to soak them. I've just covered them there. I'm going to soak them for, I don't know, probably 2 minutes. And then something that people don't do, which is really important, is you need to let them sit for 5 or 10 minutes in the tub after you've soaked them. That's so important when mixing pellets, because they absorb the rest of the water and they won't gum up your feeder then. So there we go, let's put them down there. So the other thing, Dad, I'm thinking is I might put an original F1 sweet on at some point today, because the tench tend to like them.
Yeah.
The pink's a good tench bait for some reason. So there we go, toffee orange on one, sweet corn on the other. Just testing my wafters in the water here, and they sink beautifully. Always test your wafters in the water, because obviously every hook brand is a different weight. So if you just make sure that your wafters sink very slowly, they're going to be perfect and they're going to be working efficiently. You don't want them popped up off the method feeder. And what you can also do, if you want to use a smaller hook but your wafter's too buoyant and it's popped up off the feeder, you can trim the wafter down a little bit as well. I do that from time to time, and sometimes that slightly irregular shape can just throw the fish off a bit. It's worth doing that from time to time, so I'll give that a go. Definitely been 2 minutes there. I always forget about them when I'm filming. Now what you would do normally is use this water to mix your ground bait, but I'm not going to use any ground bait today, so I'm just going to put that down there in the margin. Whew, they smell nice. And I'm just going to let these sit again 5 or 10 minutes. I'm going to give them a little boost with the old ambrosia liquid. You could stir that through if you want, but not really any need. Just give them a shake, and we'll take some of that flavour on as well. You don't need much of that stuff, it's really strong. So I'm going to leave that to sit. I'm going to tidy myself up a bit and we're good to go. Right folks, we should be good to go here. I'm just going to take the lid off the ambrosia liquid, because we're going to need that in a second. Is it a very slow take, that, Dad, or is there something messing with it? I'm going to take one of the sweet corn wafters. I'm going to put loads of bait out to start with here. I'm going to really pack this method feeder. A lot of that will break off on the cast, but that's okay. Drench it in that ambrosia liquid. And we'll get this out. So I'm going to go probably this one over towards that bench and the other one in line with the white sign. Let it run around. Right, let's get the toffee orange out. That's a proper bite, that, Dad. Same thing, burying the hook bait. There's like a gap in the trees there, and my Dad's having to go to my swim to cast across. That one's a bit better. A bit further out, that's where I want it. What you can also do, folks, if you want to use a slightly bigger wafter with a slightly smaller hook, you can try using a bayonet. A 7mm bayonet with just that little bit of extra weight will usually sink a slightly bigger wafter, like a 10mm, so give that a go as well. Or like I said, you can trim them up. So for example, if we take one of my 7x8mm wafters here, we can trim them on the ends. So you want to be trimming that side and that side like that, and it'll just leave the banded part in the middle, and that'll work fine with smaller hooks. Obviously, like I said, just check one or two of them before you cast out, just to make sure that it is balanced, and you're good to go. Dad's been here since first light today because he obviously wanted to get into this swim. Not that anybody else is fishing, so we didn't need to. I have been keeping my eye on catch reports and stuff like that, and there are bream and tench coming out of places, not in great numbers, but they are starting. So I thought we might just time it right today. And obviously this is something that's a little bit more challenging, being a park lake, than the normal commercials. But funnily enough, commercial tactics like the method feeder work really well here. Well, they seem to anyway. Especially since the water at Burkacre has become quite coloured. So I think visible hook baits like wafters and stuff like that work really well now. Right, let's recast. Let's get some bait out there. Get these big bream feeding. It was a bit of time before they started last time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
It's definitely harder than the likes of High Haze, because we were going to go to High Haze today, folks, but I said to my dad, no, let's go and try Burkacre. Let's try something a little bit more challenging, because I know you guys like to challenge me, and I know you love to watch me method feeding on commercials, but I have been trying more challenging stuff this year, and obviously that's led to less fish being caught and a lot of criticism from people. But you know, I enjoy a bit of a challenge as much as the next person. It's a bit further. I'm trying to get it in a similar spot. I should really clip up today, but once I find where the fish are, I'll clip up, folks. But once we get some feeding on this sort of line, hopefully the bream will come to us. I think I've just hit that shelf. I kind of felt it drop a bit. There's a bit of a shelf out there, folks, and the bream sit on it, I believe. Getting plenty of indications on the alarms. Dad, get into it. Yeah? No. Oh. You should have left that a bit longer.
I would have actually.
Well, it's not my fault that you're easily swayed. It is quite weedy down there, folks, so this is why the method feeders are quite good, because method feeders will sit in weed quite nicely, especially these banjos, because you've got that protective sort of shield around your method feeder and bait. There's people out there, folks, that'll tell you that the colour of the wafters that you're using doesn't matter, and it is really not true. I've proven it time and time again that there are better colours than others, and I think colour actually matters more than flavour, to be quite honest with you. That's what I've found. Getting the right shade of a colour is very important, especially depending on what fish you're targeting as well. I found that bream tend to like yellow colours, carp orangey yellows or pink, tench like pink baits. And obviously you can never prove it, but this is the kind of knowledge that I've been building up over the years. So for this first few casts, all I'm doing is trying to build up that better bait in similar areas. When you're fishing for bream, you want your bobbins reasonably high up, because a lot of the time you'll get drop backs with bream, especially these bigger ones. They'll swim towards you, and obviously you'll get that slack line, which drops your bobbins back. On the sweet corn again. Indication straight away. Be very surprised if that doesn't go off soon. So, a couple of things to note here, folks. The wind started to pick up, blowing into us. It's gone overcast. So this is perfect conditions now. It's reasonably mild, as you can see. It's not got my coat on today. It's probably about 7 degrees, 6-7 degrees, something like that at the minute. And it'll be going up to double figures today, hopefully. But lovely morning. I've just recast, I think my rods are probably a little bit close to each other, but at least to be on a similar spot. I'm building up that bed of bait. As I've said, all I'm doing for the first couple of hours is getting that feed out there, and I'm confident that we'll get at least one of these big bream today. Is it playing like a tench or like a bream?
We're nodding a bit like a bream. I think it might be a big bream.
I think it's a big bream as well. Oh, oh, I've got it in. That is a big bream. Folks, come and have a look at this. Wait till we get it flat. You know how big these corum unhunking mats are, folks? This is huge. On the sweet corn wafter.
Oh yeah, I swapped them round, didn't I?
Yeah, something's definitely tried to have the bite of it. It's because it's so we'll get some carp there on that fish. That is a monster. Obviously we'll weigh it, folks, but absolutely amazing. That's what we've come out for today, isn't it, Dad?
Yeah, it is.
So we're going to get some carp cur on this fish, and hopefully it'll just help it heal up a touch.
Nope.
Oh,
So that is 5.11.
that fish is £5.11.
Yeah. It didn't feel.
It's massive, Dad.
I know. It's a big.
So the ones we were catching last time were bigger than this?
Yes. Yeah, you've forgotten. It looks hollow.
Oh, that's a massive fish.
It does look hollow.
5.11 that. It's still a cracking bream though, Dad.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
You take a bit to come round bream, don't they? Look at it there in the water. Amazing. There she goes. Wow. Back into the deep. Well done, Dad. They're liking the sweet corn today, definitely.
Yeah.
Notably more indications on the corn. Did this last time. They started in your swim and then they kind of moved over to my feed.
Yes, they did.
There you go. There you go, Dad. They've moved on to the feed, then big bream. That's what they do. Nothing on?
No.
Ah, it's done you. That was a definite bite. Oh, Dad, this coffee's a bit pale. Ugh. Bloody water. Not coffee, that. I might have to mix some more pellets up. Have you nicked half of my pellets?
I just took an handful, yeah. I'm all right, yeah.
I thought, I didn't think I'd use that many. We're in, folks. That was an heavy fish. Yeah, I think so, Grandad. Grandma and Grandad have just come down to see us because it's local for them. Good fish, this. Yeah. Bit grindy, this reel, Dad. Yeah. It's not as big as yours, this one. It's a nice fish though, folks. No doubt about that. Bigger than you get in most coast fisheries, that one. That's on the sweet corn as well. It is a similar size to yours. It might actually be heavier, this one. It's not as long as yours, but it's deep.
Yeah.
It's fatter. Can you see it?
Yeah, I bet that weighs more.
Than yours, yeah, because it's kind of... Yours was quite hollow, yeah. Just out of interest, let's just weigh it. Sweet corn wafters, Grandad, then. Yeah, it is. It's much bigger than yours, Dad. £8.13 it's come up at.
So 7.13. That'd be about
I
a
think
pound.
this net is a bit lighter than yours. It's not as deep. So
Right,
I'd
8.13, and when you put it back, we'll weight that.
yeah, just a bit closer, Pop. And this, folks, is the stamp of fish that we've come out for today. It's deeper, isn't it? You can see it. I can see it on the camera. Slimy sod. Oh, we're into them now. It'll be consistent fishing now, that. I'm just going to put mine in the water here for a little minute, because I want a picture with it. I'm just going to rest it there. It's a babby, that. It's not even worth interrupting the photograph of my fish for.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, going straight back. Yeah, that's still another one. There we go. That's what we've come for. Absolute cracker, folks. Around £8 this one. It's amazing how it's really hard to judge the weight of them. Look at it going back in that clear water there. They've still not got much energy, but they'll be getting ready for spawning in another month or so. They've not got them spawning paddles on them, have they?
No, like that.
Yeah, so £8 on the nose. £8 one.
Yeah.
£8 one. Get in, folks. Yep. Happy days. Right, let's get these rods back out. The sweet corn wafters there. Yeah. Yeah, my own pellets, Grandad, and that's a new liquid that I've made. I'm going to swap my other one to sweet corn. Might as well use what's working. Oh, that's a bigger fish. Yeah, they just feel dead weights, don't they? Quite a tight switch. You could do with probably moving your rod pod over this way a bit, Dad, to give you some netting room down the middle. I wonder what they go to in here. I wonder if there's any double figure. It's another nice one. I think slightly smaller, this one, but they're hard. It's hard to judge them.
Yeah, it is.
Swan's coming through. Look, that's why we've got the rod tips near enough under the water, just because the swan's passing when I'm catching the line.
Feels everything that way.
Yeah, it's got some
Depth to that.
It's got some depth. So if you look at it here, quite full around that section. It's quite full there as well.
And that other girl.
I'm going to go £7 on that one, Dad. And his net weighs £1.
No.
No, mine were bigger, definitely. What is it?
Not as heavy as you think. 6'2", 25.
You can't even blame the scales either, because we weighed them on the same set. Oh, so this one it's just starting to get its little spawning bumps, papules.
Yeah.
Yeah, not at all. I like watching them swim away in that clear water.
Yeah. You don't look half as big though, do you, in the water?
Well, productive morning session so far, Dad, anyway.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I like it.
Yeah, I know.
I know it's a bit of a thing here.
There's a lot of public around this lake.
Tapes and dogs. Just got like 70.
Well, this reel's no good, Dad. This is definitely one not to go ahead with. Just feels a bit grindy. I'm not happy with it. That's why you got to test things, folks. It's nice enough. You know what it'd be nice for? It'd be a nice float fishing reel, and that's, you know, for lighter stuff. I think because it's an aluminium spool. God, it's fighting this one, Dad. For a bream. Oh, look at that. Sliding in. It's like it's deformed. Anybody who fishes Burkacre, let me know if you catch this bream again, because it's very distinctive. If you catch this bream, folks, and send me a picture of it, I'll send you a pot of sweet corn wafters. How about that? Bit of a challenge for the people that fish Burke. My granddad's cap was looking a bit worse for wear. so I've given him a fresh one. I give him mine. So you're going to see me receding capless hair today. Here we are. Right, so
Yeah, it's deformed.
look at that. It's like it's from this half of it. It looks like a much smaller fish. It's like it's not grown properly. Weird spine on it. Oh, it's full of parasites. So I'll clean them parasites off it. We'll spray it with some carp kit. It's because it's been sat dormant. It's got a big divot there just over the top of the anal fins, and it's got a weird deformed tail. So if you catch this fish, folks, let me know and I'll send you a pot of sweet corn wafters. Bit of a challenge. Let's get it back. Spray these leeches with that carp cur. This will kill them off. Going back. Look at the width on that one. I didn't weigh it, but it's a swan mussel. Oh, a swan mussel covered in swan mussels. It's a dead swan mussel. So I think it's a sign of a healthy ecosystem.
Oh, it is, but you can see how sharp that is.
Yeah, no, sever your line.
Cut your line.
Well, folks, I must say, if I don't catch another fish for the rest of the day, those two fish that I've had there are absolutely cracking. Absolute beasts of bream. Proper slabs. And my dad's had some nice fish as well. But we're going to keep going. See if we can get some more on the bank. Only problem with park lakes, folks. People can't control the dogs. Well, they've got as much right to be here as we have, although we're paying to be here on a ticket, aren't we, Dad? They get to walk around here free. Yeah, that one were a bit further out, so I'm getting them further out for sure. Now, I know bream fishing isn't for everybody, but I must admit I really enjoy it. I like catching big slabs. I do really enjoy it, but I know it's not for everybody, but I hope it's something a bit different and something nice for you to watch, even for the carp anglers out there that can't stand them. When they really start picking up the feed, there's something that I want to do. I'm planning on doing some distance feeder fishing for big bream. So that's something that's on the cards. So if that's something that you want to stick around for, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And also, if you're enjoying the video, make sure you like it as well. And if you've got any questions about anything that we've done today, make sure you drop a comment in the comment section, eh, Dad? And I'll try and get back to people where I can. I always try and get back to questions.
I'll start casting further to my left again.
Yeah. Did you hear that, folks? He's going to start casting into my swim now. He got here first. He could have picked whichever side that he wanted, and he's decided to go that side.
Yeah,
anyway,
being a good dad, I'll give you the best swim again.
Okay, he says so. Also, folks, as a thank you for watching the video, I will be doing a giveaway this week. Every time I talk about giveaways, I get a bite. But I'll be giving away a bottle of my new Olympian Baits Hydro Liquid in Ambrosia, which is a lovely, sweet smelling pink liquid, really thick, great for glazing over the top of feeders, flavouring pellets, anything that you want to do with it. And it's a huge 250ml bottle as well, so I'll be giving one of them away. All you need to do to be in with a chance of winning, same as usual, make sure you've subscribed to the channel, drop a comment in the comment section, and if you've got it, make sure you give us a follow on the WestysAngling Instagram and Facebook page as well. Right, let's get back into it. Well, it seems to have gone a little bit quiet, folks. No tench today yet. I mean, they might come on the feed a little bit later on if it warms up, but could be a touch early in the year yet. Usually what happens is the bream will wake up first, then maybe a couple of weeks later the tench start coming round, depending on what fishery it is. What do we think, folks? Fish on? Fish on? Fish on? Yeah, must be. Weren't moving anywhere, this fish. I've ripped my bobbin off. I've had these bobbins ages though, so I'm impressed with how long it's lasted. It must be a small bream, this one. It weren't doing anything. They're really easy to fix, these bobbins, because you've got a little clamp mechanism on the inside, so you can just make the chain shorter. Still another one. Oh, we've lost it. I was rushing it at the end. Well, is what it is. I'll get this one back out and I'll recast my other one as well. I'm impressed with how my hooks are performing. They're still razor sharp. They've not bent out or anything. Still a little bit more testing needed doing on them before I put them on the website. Oh, I didn't put my liquid on. So let me show you how to fix these. So this end bit screws off here, and I'm just going to take this little insert out. So it's got a little plastic insert on here. Obviously chains wear, it's just what you get with bobbins. So you get rid of the bit that's broken, and then take this little plastic bead, which has got like a smaller end at that side and an open end at that side. Put that over the bottom bead, and you just pull that down back into the bottom, and it's good to go. Very easy fix. Most cheap bobbins are just not tied in the bottom and you can't fix them. Do you reckon I need to soak some more pellets, Dad?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Go through mine first, and it only took me 2 minutes to soak some. Also folks, all my stickers now I'm changing to poly stickers as well, so they're a bit more durable than these ones. I've changed the company that I use, so they're a bit more durable. I mean, he's had this ages and it's been battered about and wet and all sorts, so that's why it's thingy. But you can see that these new poly stickers are really durable on these. You can't really scratch them or anything. They're waterproof and it's a lot nicer, a bit more professional. Always trying to improve. And obviously the new packaging as well. Dad's brought the emergency WestysAngling beanie out of my car, so at least I can cover myself up, hide the runways. Let's mix up another half a bag of pellets. Right, let's go with the old pineapple. Give them a couple of minutes. Well, are you glad we've come out today, Dad? We've got some nice slabs there, haven't we?
Yeah. To be honest, I think up to now we've done better than I thought we would have.
Yeah, definitely. I thought we might have had one or two, but... Are we in?
No, yeah, I think we're in there. I think there's a fish on that.
Small one. So small, that.
No, I mean last time some of them big bream didn't give really massive positive bites.
This one's pulling back. Got to keep that tension on though. You can feel when they start coming towards you. It's weird. Such weird fights. Yeah, not a positive bite at all, but on the sweet corn. First one on the right hand rod. Is it a lump, Dad? Wow. You got your scales? I don't think it's as big as them others. Well, 4.9ish. 4.8, 4.9.
No, 4.12.
4.12. Yeah, definite bite. Yeah?
This is a big one.
You said that every time. I'm just gonna rest mine. I really don't like playing action on them rods, Dad. They're like pokers.
No, I do. They did. Plenty give in them.
Such gentle bites for these bigger fish.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a unit, that, Dad. It's very, very wide. Very disc shape. So I reckon that'll go quite big. Mine's just sat down here and chilling down here in the net. We'll put them next to each other.
It is 5.11.
5.11
So?
that one. Yeah, it's much deeper than this one. Happy days, Dad. How many are we on there?
I've lost count.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I've lost count.
At least 10 between us. Obviously we're not filming them all. It'll be about 4 hours long if I film them all. But at least 10 between us there, good size. Including some small ones. Oh, sorry Dad. Wipe all the bream slime off my camera. I forgot about them pellets. Oh dear. Just to show you folks, it's very difficult to over soak pellets. These will be fine, honestly. I've left them in there. They've probably been in there about 10 minutes now at least while we were playing that fish, and I'm going to show you that they'll still be fine, so don't ever worry about over wetting your pellets. They'll be right. I'd probably say it's better to over wet them than under wet them. Yep. Oh yeah. Happy days, folks. That's a nice fish.
You can tell it's just dead, isn't it? It's like
This one's, I can't move this one.
It's like you're dragging in
Yeah,
a bin bag.
I genuinely can't move this one. It must be a good fish. Big slab. El Slabo. It's coming. It's got some fight in it, this one. You see it? Is that a good size, that one? Because it felt big. Oh yeah, that is. It's deep. It's really deep. Again, we're gonna weigh it because you just can't guess the weights for them. But yeah, that's probably 7 or 8 pounder, that one. Here we go, folks. Look at this one. Not the biggest of today, but the nicest size in terms of how pristine and everything it is. Oh, covered in bream slime, oh well. Good thing about these neoteric waterproofs, they're bream slime proof. I can't even hold it proper because it's so wide. But this one probably put up the best fighter today, definitely. But it's a really long fish, but you can see the size of that, folks. Look at that bream. Beautiful. Its mouth, we'll spray it with some carp care. You know what, folks? I could go and fish at distance at Windermere and stuff like that, and I bet you they wouldn't be this kind of size. These are amazing fish, really special fish. Very old and seem very healthy as well. A couple of them have got sores on and stuff, but they'll have been sat on the bottom inactive. Epic. Awesome day, Dad. Yeah. Glad we came. Glad we give it a go. Sometimes you just time it right, don't you? So,
yeah.
So I'm going to show you that even though I forgot about these pellets, they're going to be fine. I'm just going to put a load of ambrosia in them. Give them a boost. Give them a bit of a shuffle about. They'll take that flavour on. There we go. Back out there. Oh. And you can see there's nothing wrong with them pellets, even though I left them for about half hour. Soaking. Well, same sort of spot every time, folks. Even though I'm not clipped up, I'm still fishing accurately. So if you're not confident in getting it back in the right spot, make sure you clip up. So guess what Daz has said? He's just said he prefers it, fishing here, to high haze.
Yeah, you just...
I don't know what to say.
No, you don't know what you're going to I've always liked fishing, yeah?
Yeah, I know, you have, to be fair. Oh, it's come out. Damn it. So difficult to find the spot to have a weed because there's like 4 paths that converge as well. People could be coming from that side, they could be coming from that side, they could be coming down the hill. So you're like having to check. Could be seeing you from the opposite bank. Dear me. We've gotten to that time of day now where it's like that midday lull. We always see a drop off in bites at this time of day, don't we? Just that 12 o'clock till like 2 o'clock can be quite tough fishing. Whatever it is, there's always a lull, or we've found that a lot of the time there's always a lull between sort of 12, 1, 2 o'clock, that sort of thing. Oh, I'm in, folks. I've been in a while, that. Probably going to call it a day soon. It was only meant to be a short flyer of the session, a morning session this, but It's been extended due to how good the fishing is. Got to make the most of sessions like this, folks, when you're getting the bites, because you don't know if it's going to be this good the next time you come. You've definitely got to take it easy with them as well, because they find it very easy to throw that hook. It's a big bronze one, this. You find when they start getting to the big sizes, they start darkening up. Well, all of them today have been on the corn. What a superb fish. It's got to be an 8-pounder, that one.
It's not.
See?
It's only just over 5.
God, why was that other one so much bigger? Was it just wider? Well, folks, we're probably going to give it another 10-15 minutes. I'll finish my brew off and then we'll get packed up. But I just wanted to say, I really hope that you've enjoyed the short mornings method feeder fishing for big slabs. I know that we've enjoyed it, haven't we, Dad?
Yes, it's been excellent.
It's been superb fishing and we've timed it just right for the bream. Now, it's probably a touch early for the tench, but what we're probably going to do is come back here again in another couple of weeks when hopefully it warms up a tad, and we'll try again for the tench, because we've just got to nail it. We've just got to get that timing right, and I know that we'll have a good couple of tench. So fingers crossed on that. Something to stick around for. So if you want to see that, again, make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget to comment for your chance to win a bottle of the Ambrosia liquid. So what I normally do is 2 weeks after the videos are launched, I'll pick somebody at random from the comments. I'll make sure you're subscribed, and if possible, if you have it, make sure that you give us a follow on the WestysAngling Instagram or Facebook page as well. I know that some of you don't have social media, so that won't stop you from winning the giveaway, I promise you that. But hopefully we get one more fish before we have to pack up on this last cast. But if we don't, I'll see you next time, folks. Won't we, Dad?
Yes, sir. Bye.
We'll see you in the next video. What are the chances of that? We just put the brollies down. It's not rained all day. Dear me.
What's the chance of
I've caught, folks. Don't know what kind of method feeder that is. I've not seen one of them before. Maybe Advanta? Oh no, it's a matrix feeder. 15 gram. There you go, Dad. Not wrong with that.